Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Time to play the game! It's all about the game, and how you play it, all about control. And if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pay. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I make the rules. So move on out, you can die like a fool. Try to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Thank you for coming out tonight to our weekly meeting, as we like to say. And I tell you, if you're here to get away from arcades, you're in the wrong place. We're going to help you get more addicted to those arcades. So sorry for that, but I hope you'll stay and watch a great show. We've got a great group of guys here tonight and looking forward to the topics that we're going to talk in. So let's bring in everybody tonight. Let's see here. Hey, guys, what's going on?
What's up,
Jesse?
everyone?
What's happening?
Jesse Jester Tester is in the house. Thank you for joining us tonight, brother. We're happy that you are here with us. Phil, man, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
Doing great. Hope you're ready for a great show, right?
Big time.
Big
Glad
time?
to be here.
The bad guy, he's here. I think his mic is working. He's nodding his head and telling us that his
Good. Mic is working. Camera's working. I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
in good shape.
cooking with oil tonight. All right. And last but surely not least, G.I. Joel in the house, buddy. Man, you look like you've had a rough day, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, we don't need you to get tardy. So send in a special prayer for Multicade Matt. He is traveling, so hope he has a safe trip, and we'll be back soon with us next week before we head to Cleveland, which we're like 9
Have you
days
talked
away.
to him at all? Is he?
He's texted a few times,
I-
so I guess
He's called in from the sat phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
right.
he's made his way off the mountain. Then, right?
Those are expensive texts.
Yeah.
And
so-
then, of course,
That's
our
why it
good
was just a
friend
thumbs up.
Chaotic. Our good friend Chaotic, man, he's working nonstop, so he'll be
There he
fully
is in the
pumped
chat.
and ready. Yeah, he's in the chat. Dude, we miss you, man. We want you to rest and feel good because, we're going to be going like full force in Cleveland. So
That's right.
Got a lot of great-
He was going to cook for us in Cleveland too, right?
yeah, it's like a working vacation for him, really, isn't it?
We're expecting a free meal.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So we'll let him
Gourmet.
rest. We'll let him take the day off. But dude, we're thinking about you. We miss you, and just make sure you're coming back next week before we head to Cleveland for sure. A lot of great people in the chat. We've got Thor KC, Goofy Foot, The Real Zim, Stock Jock, buddy. We are glad that you were in the chat, dude. Congratulations. I don't know if anybody else has heard or whatnot. This guy won a pinball machine.
Yeah,
man.
I heard.
Wasn't that awesome? I mean, went to a good charity, and dude, really excited that you just been such a good part of our community. So we're really glad that you won that, brother.
Well, when we meet up in Cleveland, we're going to play the Powerball, and he's coming with me. So
There you go.
He's won an IRcade.
yeah. Did he win something in one of our streams? I can't even remember. He probably did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah,
he
he
won
did.
the iArcade from.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess Stock Jock, you need to stop and buy us a couple of lottery tickets on the way into Cleveland.
Yeah.
Or at
Wherever
least
you're
go-
going to be.
Take him to an Ollie's with you.
Yeah, we might get lucky that way.
Yeah,
huh?
where's the closest Ollie's to
YouTube
Cleveland
giveaway
area?
is like funding his entire game room.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's some breaking news. The Casino Cade was in store at his local Best
Wow.
Buy. So obviously you might want to jump on that, Phil.
I've been watching. I was actually at Best Buy tonight.
Nothing
So-
your way.
Nothing yet.
What does full force in Cleveland mean? Oh boy! According to Chaotic, that's baby oil wrestling. Man, that I don't know if we're gonna get our deposit.
Yeah,
back
Jello
for
gets too sticky whenever, I mean, not that I would know or anything.
Oh man! Everybody's congratulating Stock Jock, dude. Game Fridge got his Ollie's Blitz. Mine is coming with Chaotic, and we'll talk a little bit later. Maybe something else might be if we get lucky on that end. So
Merry Christmas, Gamer Fridge.
yeah.
Told me that was his early Christmas present. That was the same thing my wife said when I brought mine home. She was like, "Merry Christmas."
Christmas in September.
Not a bad
Yeah.
Christmas gift.
I don't know. Job lot. Does anybody know what that is? Because we were talking, Jesse. We were talking about this
Yeah.
earlier about the
I can't
party
believe that.
cake.
Whoa.
So
No, I've never heard
Mike,
of
tell us
Job
a little bit more about this, man.
Yeah,
we want to know about
How
that.
much are they?
Yeah, how much are they? Where are they? Give us some information. So, obviously, Vader's been here with us, dude. We love you, man. Glad you're here. And last but surely not least, Andy's Game Room. So, anything big come up this week, guys? Anything y'all want to talk about before we start the show?
Yeah, not really.
Dead
Been kind of
silence.
quiet, huh? Yeah, kind of
No.
It has
a
been
lot
kind
of-
of quiet. It has been pretty quiet. You
Not a
know,
lot of news.
yeah, we've just been kind of skimming through. We haven't heard from Arcade OneUp anything. We haven't heard anything from At Games, and not
No.
really much else out going on.
No, I got a
So-
shipping notification on my New Wave Toys Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So that should be.
So-
Yeah, that's cool.
When is that coming?
They're still expecting it end of October.
It'll be here before your Arcade One-Up pinball PCB.
Yeah.
Are you still?
I might
are
have
you
a
still-
full size Ghosts and Goblins cabinet before that ever shows up. Yeah, I'm still on the list, I guess. They emailed me again to let me know that they'll email me when the parts come in.
Did you ask him if there even is a list? Tell me you want to see it.
We want to
Yeah,
see the list.
verify this. I'm on the list, that's all I know.
You're on the list.
It's been down for 4 months now, so yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
that's Marvel Pinball is 100 off. Like, so instead of $749, it's $649 right now. How confident is anybody buying an Arcade One-Up pinball if it's not the Star Wars? Because didn't they fix Star Wars?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but didn't
Not
the
yet,
Marvel
I
had the
don't
two
think.
as
Not yet.
well on it?
Yeah, I would just beware.
I'm under the impression that the Costco Star Wars had that improved PCB in it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's there yet, though, is it?
No.
Yeah, it's still on its way. So, I mean, anyone you buy right now is, the same old PCB.
Yeah, but that, I was thinking that too. There's an awful lot of those pinball machines still out there. And if they're still selling them with these problems with it, I mean, they should have been pulled a long time ago.
Well, I
Yeah,
know.
should have been a
They're
voluntary
not even
recall.
like
Yeah.
fire sailing them. They're trying to sell them at full price.
$299.
I think one of them is even higher. One,
Yeah.
the Star Wars was cheaper, but the Attack from Mars was like really out of control
I mean, they're great machines when they are running.
when they work.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta be cautious. 'Cause I never really played mine a ton. I never left it on for a long period of time.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah.
Just one of those things, I guess.
Mine stays on 24/7, and
That's crazy.
knock on wood, it's been going fine
All your
Well-
arcades are always on.
for the most part. Yeah, unless
Yeah.
I go out of town or something, I shut them down. But I don't know. It's just something I like walking in here and just seeing
Yeah.
the place.
Oh yeah,
lit up.
they'll onto the room. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Mike, did you get that notification that they sent out that they're going to be sending? They showed what they were sending.
yeah,
They're sending both. Yeah, they're sending both the that power unit that's in the bottom,
Yeah. Mhm.
and the one that's at the top, the PCB. So
All for $100, right?
100 something.
Yeah, it was like 120, I think.
Yeah.
Plus shipping.
After tax and shipping.
These
and all
things
that.
should be $299 across the board because you got to spend another $120.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Or they should
No
just
doubt.
give you the part for free. We won't get into that again, but
No,
You're not bitter, but that's okay.
Your face gets red talking about it.
I'm happy.
So Ocean State Job Lot is the name of the store. You order online for in-store pickup. Product was $2.99. Came with a $2.99 gift card as part of their crazy deals promotion. That's crazy.
That is a good deal.
Yeah,
It
no
is,
doubt.
considering I think I've seen people trying to sell those for what, like $700 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. MG said he paid $550 at launch of the pinball, but is it assembled? MG, has it been put together, or is it still
Pretty
in the
sure
box?
it's not, because he did tell me something like that. He's like, I have a PCB. It's still in
Still in
box.
the box.
Still in the box. Yeah. Stock Jock said, Jesse, loved you and your daughter's casino Cade. I was, guys, if y'all want to talk about the casino Cade real quick before we get into the main
Thanks,
topic,
brother.
Jesse did a really fantastic review on it, and it opened my eyes to it. So, kind of just wanted to get your thoughts and feelings. I know it's definitely something that not everybody's interested in, but I would love to. We were talking a little bit backstage, Jesse. I'd love your thoughts and opinions on it as well while you're on the show.
Yeah, all right. Well, to start off, I wasn't invested in it at all. So I came at it with an open mind and looking at it. So my wife really bought it, and she loves that thing, But I really looked at it from an outsider's perspective to see if it was good or not good or whatever. And really, I was going to go into this when I first seen it. I thought for sure it was going to be something that was thrown together last second. I honestly thought they took a couple of these small. I thought they took the Dragon's Lair DMD and one of the smaller screens that they had, just threw a couple of Android games on there. I thought that's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
But then when I really got into it, I realized no, they programmed all of this with the lights. They set it up with the buttons, the correct type of buttons for this thing. So they really, really thought it out, which I was impressed by. Plus, the look of the cabinet is incredible. One of the better looking cabinets that they've done so far. Some of the things that you complain about a lot is still there, like the marquee, that the wheel on the top is really bad. It's bad. It's actually worse than some of the light boxed, the other light box ones. It has a lot of, you can actually see black spots behind the vinyl decal, like all the way through it. You can see like these little black spots.
Yeah, you can tell it looked faded just from watching.
It was, and it's faded. Yeah, it's badly faded, but we've gotten used to seeing that on marquees.
Custom.
It's
custom faded.
But
yeah.
the thing I'll say about it is that everything else about it was really, really well done. It plays well, it plays nice, except for the problem that I had trying to connect it to the Wi-Fi. But we had a different kind of modem, and we had a 6 gigahertz modem from the cable company, and for some reason it did not want to connect to that modem. No matter what we did, it wouldn't do it. So we just went back to a 2.4 5.0, and it connected right away. So if anybody ever gets one and has that kind of a problem,
why couldn't they have made that future proof? I mean, we're all going to eventually be going to a higher modem at some point.
Well, it may not be just a 6 point. It may not be a 6 gigahertz. It may have been that specific brand modem that they had. So it may work on another 6. We don't know.
I really like the buttons on there. You really sold that for me.
Yeah.
The buttons. I'm telling you, if you were in Vegas now or Atlantic City, wherever, and you touched one of those casino slot machines, it's the same exact type buttons. It feels the exact same way. Really, really nice. So I was surprised at that. I was like, wow. Okay, well, why don't they, if they can up their game on that and have these cherry micro switches in there, which I don't know if they're cherry, but they're pretty close to them. But I don't know why they don't do that with all of them.
I mean, we paid a premium, or you paid a premium price for it. We're paying the same prices for these
same
other
price.
ones.
Yeah.
If you're buying them in bulk, I don't understand why they can't get us the nicer switches.
So the only negative I can say about that cabinet is the 10-inch screen. That's it. That's the only negative, which is, some people may say, is a big negative. But like I was saying before, sometimes it feels to me like Arcade OneUp they'll go in, they have a drawing, and they get into it, and they say, okay, let's make this cabinet, but let's put one thing in that just is gonna just piss them off.
Yeah, they just
We've got
find
it
the
perfect.
one thing. Yeah.
We've got it perfect. It really needs a 17-inch screen, but you know what? We'll put a 10-inch screen in here just to annoy them. That's what it seems like, But yeah, that's the only thing. Otherwise, I would recommend it for someone who's into it.
Yeah, I mean, you sold me on, telling me that it was kind of like a two-part thing. It was almost like having a partycade on top of a stand. I thought that was interesting that, it kind of built that way as well.
You could put it right on the table. Yeah, because all the power and everything is in the top unit. There's absolutely nothing in the bottom. It's just a blank stand. So you could put it right on the table.
That's interesting. Real interesting. Did Justin's review change anybody's mind? I mean, nobody was really I want to get one of these things, but after seeing his review, it's making me think if I see one at a better price, I might pick it up.
Yeah, we're talking ourselves into it already.
Yeah, I know.
$2.99, yeah.
You know what the most fun game on that is the puzzle one. I mean, if you had that in the house and people came in, I guarantee you they would play that if you had a party, because it's pretty fun. I don't know about the other games, but unless you're
where's the cabinet now? Where are you keeping it?
In my wife's office. Yeah, and it's not going to stay there.
Yeah. Goofy Foot's asking if it's about the same dimensions as a partycade, and Jesse, I know you've only had one partycade that you ended up having to send back. It's a little
wider, a little more deeper than a partycade, but it's pretty much the same form, kind of feel. It's just a little thicker than a partycade, but not by much. I forget the dimensions right now.
Now, Thor, you have somebody in the community, man, that can make you a stand. This guy right here, this one right here, he can build you a stand.
Pull up that picture, that text you sent yesterday with the stand on your countercade.
I don't have it on my
PC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're back.
The man here. Can. Well, you're going all over.
Uh-oh. You say. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe not.
The stands.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Can I email that to you, Todd?
Yeah. But yeah, Joel's been coming up with some really cool ideas for some stands and whatnot, even something for a tabletop. And I know we're just kind of throwing ideas out, but I thought it was really, really cool stuff that you're thinking about, Joel,
Trying. Someday you're going to find something that sticks.
Then you're going to put it to
risers ever become a thing of the past. I mean, so what do we Phil, were the drawing, were you talking about the drawing that he had sent in the text message? I guess it was
Joel sent a picture. I just emailed it to Todd. It's the stand for his countercade, and it's got
the actual
door.
Oh yeah, the actual stand. Yeah. I thought
sorry, I saw all these texts coming through. I was at that store last night, and that's why I didn't respond till when I did. But I did see that picture. It was really cool.
Yeah, Joel, you have a couple of those, right? You've made a few of those.
Yeah, 3 of them. Now,
is it screwed under, or does it just sit on there loose?
It just sits on there loose, but they got those rubber feet on them, so it kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing it, it doesn't feel like it wants to come off.
And it just kind of locks and grabs in because the rubber feet are kind of tapered.
Yeah, that thing is cool.
Cone shape.
I mean, look at this. I mean,
if you didn't know any better, you would not know that was not official.
Yeah, I mean,
even the trim matches perfectly.
It's awesome. Your Turtles is like that too.
That's Chevy engine blue.
Chevy engine blue.
Yeah.
Is it exactly the same color?
It looks like
it looks like it is. Maybe when you're right up
pretty close, I think. Close enough. But yeah, I have a Turtles one that but where the comic books kind of are. I got windows cut out, and I got some of the 8-bit pixel what are the Funko Pop turtles inside there, kind of stuck in, and then I did one for the NBA Jam.
Mm-hmm.
That one I videoed it while I was building it, so I'm been in the process of trying to put together a build video of that to put on my channel.
Yeah.
So you have
someday.
three countercades. You have all three.
Yeah, all
there's-
three. And so yeah, I've been toying around with the idea of building my own countercade and designing it up, and that was what I was showing you guys earlier.
Okay, that's what
in
I
the
was
week
talking
was
about.
the idea of building my own, but then I thought, well, what if I extended the base down about another 6 inches,
Mhm.
and putting a coin door on the front of it, so it basically just looks like a shrunk down 4-player deluxe cab or whatever, like the
Yeah.
Turtles, like you were to take the Turtles cab and just shrink it down to countercade size,
Yeah.
and then building like maybe a stand that it would sit on. But that was kind of where I was going with that one.
Yeah.
Looking at trying to build maybe a TMNT Tournament Fighters.
Yep. We were
2-player
talking about that too
countercade.
through our chats and whatnot. I thought that was pretty cool as well. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about taking the stock PCB and putting them in a party cage shell. And I said this one time on a video that I did. They really could expand the party cage line if they really, really wanted to. They just, I get it that it's not really their form factor that they think is going to do really well, but a lot of people could utilize them, especially if they're losing space.
I really like the countercades. They kind of hold a special place in my heart because that's what introduced me into a lot of this and made me realize, or made me aware of Arcade OneUp, was the countercades. And so I like, the scale of them too. So
Yeah, the 2 players are good. The marquees light up. I wish I would have kept my NBA Jam. If that one at Kohl's drops to like 100, I'll buy it. But 220, 179, it's
that's
high.
that's been holding at that price for quite a while.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, catch it on the clearance.
Yeah.
Mugen Cade might be coming.
I have the Galaga 88 right behind me, and you can see the marquee doesn't light up, and it's got that TN monitor. It'd be nice to have that NBA Jam there.
Yeah, I agree. Who's the creepy fellow next to the holiday tree in front of the spell? Oh man, MG, I don't know how to even respond to you, buddy. I don't even try anymore, right? Dude, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here, man. Everybody's talking about a couple of different things and whatnot about partycades and whatnot.
Phil, didn't you get the Spider-Man picture?
Okay, so I got the Spider-Man and it didn't light up. I put the batteries in.
Oh, man.
Then, I'm sorry. I went to Hobby Lobby like 6 times in the last 2 videos, but I went back and I lost all confidence. So I have where is it? I have Superman. Can you see him in the middle right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the Kryptonite No More. So it's the one where he's breaking the Kryptonite chains.
Yeah. Okay.
And it kind of it was between that and Spider-Man.
But didn't the Spider-Man it lit up in the store though, didn't it?
Yeah, that button, like it has that demo.
Yeah.
So I disconnected the thing and I put 3 AAA, might have been AA batteries in there, and nothing. And I'm like, I took it back. I should have just got the Superman, but I didn't want to be biased. I wanted to get some kind of Spider-Man in here, but yeah, Superman. I mean, really showing up pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nice. Good. Yeah, no doubt.
Just in
and
case
that MTV
Spike Lee
picture
ever pops over.
That MTV was like $4, guys. There's some deals at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff there. I need to fill up my walls. They're just bare as can be, but everything's still kind of packed up. So hopefully I can get everything unpacked as I continue to move forward.
Sorry, MG, we're not too lively tonight.
It's all right, brother. We know you're not feeling all 100%,
Scary
man.
Harry's.
Had sick kids
Oh, man,
for the past
MG.
week, and I actually had to take the first couple of days of the week off from work just because our babysitter didn't want them coming over to be sick. So
Yeah.
had them at home trying to keep 2 kids so that my wife could go to work, and then they spread it to me, I think. And yeah, I'm been starting to feel under the weather the last couple of days. So
Yeah, that's what happens. You got to be stuck at one of you has to be stuck at home because you can't take them to the sitter, you can't take them to daycare. Then they're
Yeah.
sneezing all over you and everything, and
It happens.
it's
that time of year again.
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're going
School's
from
back.
Can't wait.
leaves are starting to fall here in North Carolina. I don't know how the rest of you guys are, but they're slowly.
We're a couple of
Yeah, they
cut
are.
the grass this afternoon. Yeah, some of the trees are starting to.
Mhm.
leaves are starting to fall. I
About
got
a
a
week or
hoodie
two.
on today because it's been cold. It's been
I know.
50s today.
They're complaining about the heat, and now it's too cold.
Bam. Yeah, I think it's going
We
down
just
to
can't win.
43 tonight.
This is an outrage.
We sound like the Golden Girls.
Oh. Well, guys, the main topic was the classic versus the deluxe, and I think we've talked a little bit more about this as we continue to move on, but I thought we would revisit it as well. I think, Phil, you had a couple things you wanted to talk about it for sure. Was there something particular that you wanted to start the chat off? Or
if you go to a Walmart and you're finding any of those peasants or classic versions at $2.99, knowing you can get a riser, whether you get it online or you see it in the store.
Or you buy them, Joel.
Am I echoing to you guys right now?
Yeah, you're echoing a
A little bit.
Well, sorry about that. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe it's my connection. Would you pick those up, or would you spend full price, the $4.99 on a deluxe? I'm afraid to talk.
I'd probably go full price just because they don't have the light up marquees, right? They're just straight peasant version, aren't they?
They don't. But Biggie D told me that he bought the marquees from eBay, and they go in just like any of our light boxes do.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. Like, if you can get one low enough, that's not a bad deal.
Yeah, it depends on, kind of when you weigh it out on the value and everything, whether you're getting that lit marquee or not. If you're not, and you're not getting a riser, it's kind of like, well, how low?
Yeah,
how low is it? Is it $200 or
a
less?
riser and a marquee and a coin door on it, and probably end up spending.
I don't know if I'd go any more than $200 on, if it doesn't have a riser and doesn't have a lit marquee.
Right.
Well, true. And if anything does drop, it will be those.
Yeah, because
in store.
Most people are gonna want a riser, and I think the majority of folks are probably going to want a lit marquee too. So, that's added the expense.
What really caught me off guard was when they released the Buck Hunter. You're already sitting down low on this. If you have just the standard, which I have one next to me here, you can barely see it on the camera. And normally I have to sit down and play it because I really don't have a way of rising it up. I haven't gotten any risers or anything like that.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
So, I sit down and play it in this chair. So I can't imagine it being a foot shorter and a normal person playing it. Even a kid, I think, would be just too short. So you really have to buy something with this to get it to work.
Yeah, at least with the Buck Hunter, though, I mean, I guess you can aim down while standing upright, whereas, with any of the others, you got to be like, sitting on your butt or on your knees or bent hunched over, playing it because the controls are way down there too.
You get the buy stuff riser booster. You buy the riser, and then it's better, right?
Yeah, but you're still paying $2.99 for this when you could have got it for $400 or $450. I just don't understand the whole reason why we didn't get anything extra with the Big Buck Hunter.
Did you see that Shop Hippo selling the peasant for $5.99? It's just like that Miss Pac-Man party. Who sent that? The countercade.
Wait, $5.99 you said?
Yes, go on Shop Hippo right now. It's the peasant version.
Jeez.
It has to be an error too.
Sure.
Have they corrected that countercade since you've
No,
last
I
checked?
checked.
No?
I checked it before the store for the show, and it's still up for $4.99. And it's a countercade. Clearly, somebody needs to look at the website and fix it because no one's going to order that. I mean, if they do,
Well,
they're
It could trick you. You think you're buying a deluxe.
Yeah. Lay on his belly with his feet in the air, shooting the wild game. Oh, MG, man.
You know what would be cool? You know what would be cool if they tried? I was thinking about it. If they put the wow, why is everything echoing like that?
We're all
Yeah.
echoing. We're all echoing.
Hello?
At least it's not me.
I'm listening to myself over and over.
Take the headset off.
Can you imagine if they put the monitor down at the bottom of the cabinet and then put the mirror on it the way the old cabinets were?
Yeah.
It would look like the monitors further back because it would, I wonder if they could do something like that. Like with the asteroids and all that, or Space Invaders. Go back to the way it originally was.
Like some of those old shooter games. That's exactly how they did it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. This way it goes further back.
Right,
you don't have to stand back. You can be at the machine, I mean, that's pretty easy to do. You just mount the monitor down at the bottom, and put a mirror in. But everything would have to be programmed in reverse, which is easy,
Yeah,
that would be
probably
something. That would be something different if they came up with that.
Because it wasn't that one of the big things with T2. Like people were doing the recess monitor mod.
They were trying, but
take care of that issue almost.
Yeah, if you put it down the bottom, but the program would have to be in reverse for it to work.
Well, it's above my pay scale, but
Yeah.
Fox is in the chat. Good to have you here, brother. Good to see you. Hail to the chat. Look at that.
Nicely.
I'm sorry?
His game room's coming along nicely. He's just about done with drywall.
Yeah, I know. You follow that, man. He's like really pushing forward with that.
He's
being really meticulous too with his drywall for a basement. I hate sanding drywall. I just eventually just gave up and just threw paint on it. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, that's the worst part. The finishing, the mudding and the sanding. That's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
It was covered in dust.
Yep.
Once you get so much crap on the walls and stuff like that, shelves and signs and pictures, you don't notice it anyways.
Yeah. There's ways around it.
Well, that's news right there.
Yeah, I didn't watch the sofa at all.
Really, you haven't?
I have not. No, I can't believe it.
Do y'all want to talk about it for
I was always watching.
seconds?
I always watched Fox and Console Kits when they were doing their Mandalorian. I was like up on all those shows, Obi-Wan, all of them. But
I've been watching it, but
what do you think?
In disgust.
Really? I mean, I'll watch it eventually, but it didn't draw me in. Like
I haven't watched it yet. I was excited to see a trailer that had Chopper in it.
I just don't know where to start with it. I
mean, Hayden Christensen has a pretty big presence in that show, doesn't he?
Well, I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in, so anything that's new or last week, I probably haven't watched yet.
I haven't either. I'm 3 in.
So me and Jesse are at the same level. So I haven't seen any.
It's the acting in it is really it's what got me. It's just I don't know.
And I mean, so many like memes about them just looking at the female characters' rear ends. It's just the thing that I've seen the most of. It's like everybody just wants to look at that instead of actually, the story itself. So,
well,
the Baywatch now.
Do what?
I said, what is this, Baywatch now or what?
Yeah, I guess everybody.
Baywatch in space.
Baywatch in space.
I mean, I will say the purple hair chick she's pretty cute, Sabine.
The actress that's playing, God,
I can't. Yeah,
my mind went blank. The general.
blonde.
Yeah, well, no, not the blonde. The one from the Clone Wars, and I'm sure they'll beat me up here in the chat. Anyway, she's the actual wife of the actor that plays Obi-Wan.
Really?
Yeah, she's the actual wife of yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of his name right now.
How can they remove Beyond and show? Yeah. I agree with you, Fox. I agree with you. I hope you're going to do like some kind of series. I know you're not watching Ahsoka, but maybe you'll have another Star Wars talk of some type. Yep. Ether Gregor. There you go. Thank you.
There it is.
Ewan McGregor.
Sorry. You know how it goes, Fox. You're live and you lose your brain, right? Or is that just me? That's just
you,
me.
Fox.
That's just me. Okay.
Fox never has
See,
that problem.
Yeah, Fox is just like never has an issue with any show.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
And he's even on top of those transitions and stuff.
Yeah, I don't even have transitions, and he's just. So I thought we would share a couple of photos that were on Facebook today and talk a little bit about those. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was, did you guys see this any? So Ryan Primp, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. He said these were at Ollie's for $2.99, and these have been going for $400, $500. So
there's a sale for $4.99 right now. Like if you go on like Wayfair or Best Buy.
Yeah.
Now, how many years has that the Pong table been out? It's been a couple years, right? Like, and all of a sudden,
years old.
Where did these come from? They're just popping up at Ollie's.
They've still been on sale or for sale on like Best
Has anybody
Buy
ever seen them in a store?
I think.
Like physically seen them in store before?
I've never did.
No.
Yeah, MG, you're not getting that. I think he's already going to spend it on something else. So sorry, brother. But if I get one, I'll try to.
Yeah,
I'll try.
We
to
need a new
off.
table in our dining room.
Let the kids play it. So
Pong table,
Brad
beer
said it
pong
right.
on it.
I mean, who did we ever think that Ollie's would be the place that we'd be finding these things? I never thought that we would be the ones. This is where we would be finding this kind of stuff. Did you guys? Is this where you thought this is where I'm going to find arcade one-ups from now on?
Never. Papa Bread. That's
yeah. That's where they go to die.
Oh man.
Hey, if the deals are there, it's okay.
These are the only legitimate sales right now. Like we're all waiting for something, and Ollie's has the best deals.
Yeah.
The $3.99 MK 30th looks pretty good right now, but this $2.99, guys.
Ollie's is the only reasonable people out there. They're selling them for what they're worth.
I gotta see if I have an Ollie's near me.
Exactly.
I gotta look right now. This is
$700-800.
It's probably.
I know. I should check mine.
I think they're supposed to be $300. We all kind of agreed that a long time ago when they first came out, and we fell in love with them.
Yeah, this is the price that they should have hit. But let's see here. The other one that I wanted to talk about a little bit, and this is not earth-shattering news by any means, but let's see here.
Ollie's does have a lot of good action figures too.
Oh, wait a second! Breaking news! I do have one 5 minutes away from me. I never
5
even knew.
5
I
minutes.
literally drive past it every single day.
Oh, that's an Ollie's.
That's what that is.
Oh, you guys are
even-
talking about Ollie's. I thought you were talking about some local joint.
That's hilarious.
I never even knew this.
Is that local pizza place, Domino's? Domino's?
Yeah, exactly. Wow. All right. I got somewhere to go tomorrow then.
But yeah, Zim is right. There's a lot of action figures, a lot of Star Wars, a lot of other stuff that Marvel and Spider-Man and everything else. If you go in there, there's a lot of cool stuff. So, but this picture as well, I don't know. Did somebody say exactly figure out where this was? Was this an Ollie's warehouse or was this somewhere else as well?
I'm hearing it was Ollie's.
So this is an Ollie's distribution center.
Jeez, expecting some blitz orders.
Just a few.
Yeah, Gamer Fridge is right. They had a Pac-Man Party Cade there for a while for $160, and I never could get one. I kept going to the 3 that are in my area and just never could find one.
And yet we had like a 6+ month streak where they were just like holding on to these things at full price and trying to sell them 6, 7, 8 months, ever since Christmas. We weren't even sure if they still haven't gone on sale. This Ollie's thing is kind of a fluke. It kind of feels like.
So Zero Redux says that this is an old picture, which wouldn't surprise me, seeing how that some of us couldn't find them. But that's how many they had. I mean, think of it, that's a lot.
Yeah, I doubt they pushed that.
I was almost thinking that they were getting them in more than one wave of shipments too, because I went and checked the one Ollie's that Gamer Fridge is closest to, and they didn't have any. I went to the next one and they had some. Later on, I saw somebody on Facebook post a picture of the first Ollie's that I went to. They got a couple in that it ended up selling, but then later Gamer Fridge went back there and he sent me pictures and they had more in. So I don't know if they had him in back and brought more out, or it's it seems like they keep kind of getting more in.
Here's what I know about Ollie's is I call them every week because I'm not going to drive 2 hours, into Chicago if they're not going to have any. They know on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, they have a manifest. If that truck on Fridays will have it. So call them before you make a trip. I mean, they'll tell you straight up if they have any arcade one-ups.
So that's what. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, I wanted to ask Phil. Phil, you go around to all these places with your camera. Have you gotten anybody to come up with you and say, what are you filming for?
Costco's went up to me now, and I thought I was going to get in trouble. And they were promoting it. They're like, well, if you want to share anything with us, go for it. And I'm like, well, I'm talking home arcades. I'm looking for a Pac-Man XL,
Oh, because I see a lot of people look at you when you're walking around. I think there was one person too that passed you and said, "Nice camera."
Yeah,
didn't they say?
Nice camera.
Yes.
I thought somebody said too, and you can quote me if I'm wrong. He's on YouTube or something like that. They actually knew what you were doing, I guess. Maybe I heard it wrong or heard a clip that was weird, but.
He goes, I was at Hobby Lobby and I left it in there because he's just like, are you doing a YouTube video? Yeah, it's like standing there. You're like, yes,
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to my mom, okay?
That is actually not a lot of cabs that divided over. I was thinking, 12 cabs per pallet, and you're seeing at least 10 pallets there, at least 10 on the front, and 8 or 9 deep. That's a lot of cabs.
I might have to stop at my Ollie's on the way home tomorrow. I drive past one too.
If there's Mike, you have
just
Blitz.
To see what's there.
If you saw a Blitz, what would you do for $2.99?
Well, I mean, I have it, but
you got to pick it up and sell it on Facebook for $5.99.
I mean, you probably could do that.
Look at Biggie D's comment, $150. I was there at Walmart last night, and they're $3.99 on sale. Who is getting Blitz for $150? That's cheaper than a peasant version, guys.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if I found them for $150, I'd probably buy 4 of them.
Holy cow!
If you got them for $150, I'd be picking them up. You could part them out for you're at $60-$70 per coin door, and you got 2 coin doors on there. Sell both of those coin doors, and you got your money back. Yeah. And then you could sell the riser to anybody that wants to reskin it for whatever peasant one they got.
There's some value here.
Rip the marquee light out and sell that to somebody. Screen and hang on to the PCB for when it fries and goes out on somebody and they want to buy it on eBay.
There you go. But, you got a 30% off coupon, right, Joel? Because you spent you signed up for the club. They gave you your 15%. You use that, and then you gave the 20 to somebody else. They use that, and then they send you a 30.
Gosh,
I mean,
is that going to work on an arcade OneUp? Are they really going to take that?
30%
they
off.
do.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
one
Holy cow, guys!
30% off of any one item.
Why
There's
can't
no like
Kohl's
fine
operate
print or
like
anything
this?
on it.
Yeah, really, Phil. Like they should.
Kohl's should take these coupons. Like this is it's. What's the point of having, these reward dollars at Kohl's and all this stuff?
Right,
These
there's
reward points.
Giant list of things that you can't use them
That's
on.
the same thing. Like I love shopping at Harbor Freight and stuff and getting tools and stuff like that. They had their Labor Day sale and they had like this 25% off coupon, but they have like a War and Peace novel asterisk at the bottom of all the things that you can't use it on.
Yeah.
And it's basically everything in the store except for like the microfiber cloths and like,
a pack of
rubber
pencils.
latex gloves.
Vader Dave, we all suck. None of us can play defense. It's an it's an offense.
Oh yeah,
game.
it's just whoever has the ball last kind of game.
Yeah.
But it's fun though. It is a great cabinet.
Yeah. Can't wait to get mine after Cleveland, right? We're not building this in Cleveland, are we?
No, don't. How are you going to
Then
get
it's
it
awkward
home?
to take home.
It sounds like we're going to have plenty of other things to do, and everybody but you has one at their house to play on. So
Yeah, everybody's talking about other things too that Ollie's has, but yeah, I mean it's a simple thing that doesn't cost you anything to join their army, and obviously they seem to throw those coupons out to them when you actually spend them. So
the only unfortunate thing about it is the coupons when you when it becomes active, you only have like 30 days to use it.
Yeah, that's like the 5% birthday gift from Target. Like when you sign up for the circle, 30 days. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
So that was like, if you could time it just right, so that like when you used it and you bought enough stuff so that it was you were just kind of quite under the threshold, then you could just sit and wait until some sort of new cab deal comes at Ollie's, some cab that you wanted, and go buy $10 worth of stuff to put you over the limit to get you that coupon, because otherwise you got to use them within 30 days. And for me, I got like the 15 that I had to use within 30 days, and I used that like the next day, and they sent me the 20 and I had to use that by like the same deadline, and then the 30 I have to use now before the end of the month, otherwise
And then you look at that credit card statement, you're like, oh my gosh. Now what is
I think that's where they draw the line though. The last 30, I think that's where that's like the highest tier. I don't know if you can add up enough points to get any more coupons.
What is JCPenney's gamer fridge? They won't. It's the same way, meaning bad, like Kohl's. It doesn't work on anything.
Yeah, I think that's what he was talking about, because they have arcade OneUps too on their website, but you never can use a coupon or get a good deal on them because they're usually not on sale.
And they're priced high at Penny's, aren't they?
Yeah, like QVC and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is JCPenney still in business?
It's all
about ready
online.
to ask that.
Back in business? I mean, they've gone bankrupt like 6 times.
All the ones in my area are gone.
It's all online. That's what I've heard. They have no physical location. There may be one or two scattered around, but everything is online. So last thing I wanted to talk about real quick before we get into the Nintendo. This popped up as well, and I don't know if you guys saw this or not, on Costco of all places. So, Phil, you might want to dig a little into this and see.
I'm like, are they showing up in store?
Yeah, I mean, it says delivery only, so it seems to be website only, but $199 for an NBA Jam or a Pac-Man. That's what they used to be.
Would you buy the NBA Jam Party Cade, Todd?
Yeah, I would.
You should you know what? No one has a review on that. Like, you should get it.
Yeah.
And do a review on that. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I have a Costco account. I haven't used it in a while. I don't know. I have to refresh and it may let me order at least online, but we'll see. But I mean, that definitely would be a
like, you could do it right now. Like,
I'll have to look into it and see. Yeah.
So what do you think happened to
the cost of the Pac-Man? They were selling that. I picked up that same Pac-Man back around the holidays for $100.
This one here?
Shipped.
That's a lot. I got my parents the Ms. Pac-Man on the Red Cross drive, the black and pink one. 200 is kind of high for Pac-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking before the show. Me and Jesse. I picked up Miss Pac-Man and the Super Pac from the Home Shopping Network for $125 each, and then it was like $30 shipping. So
I believe that Pac-Man doesn't even have a lit marquee.
No, this one doesn't. I'm sure the NBA Jam does, but
no, it doesn't. Isn't that the issue? People said that the Shaq one doesn't light up.
Yeah, but this isn't the Shaq. This is just a regular NBA Jam.
I know, but I heard that this one doesn't light up either. That's the complaint. I saw something on Amazon, like somebody had a review, because they did sell the party cades on Amazon. Unless I'm thinking of the Shaq one, because I just think they reskinned it.
Yeah, they probably did. But I may look into this. I was hoping one day Blitz would come out like this, but obviously I'm getting a Blitz that I'm going to mod. But
Can we pull this up and see if it says light up marquee on there? Is there?
Sure. Yeah.
Is there a description?
I'll pull it up on Costco.
Do those things come with the full lineup of games too? Like the Pac-Man, would it come with the
the only thing is
lineup or
it should be at least 10, right?
Yeah.
12.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you just don't have the ability to play online. That would be the only negative thing about the party cades.
And they come with a full 17-inch monitor, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
BOE monitors.
Nope, you are right. Let me share my screen here.
Man, $199 for a non-lit marquee, guys.
Yeah, it's tough.
Specifications. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a light up marquee on it.
I mean, I can understand the NBA Jam being a little bit more because, there's probably not as many of them out there, but $199 for the Pac-Man, those are like a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. No lit marquee. Like I said, I picked mine up for $100, and that was included shipping and everything.
Go back to that guy standing in front of it like it's hanging on the wall. Like, Jesse, remember that comment you made about that guy's dog?
With the dog.
You think he could have hunted higher? Like, why is he doing this to himself?
Dude.
That's the one negative thing that I have to say about, you could see that this is on like obviously they've done a couple of screenshot things here, but this is on like a sliding barn door track in a home somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like it's got mold and everything over it.
The card's going to trip somebody. You can.
Yeah, look at this guy. I mean, he's got no other place to play this.
Yeah, right.
He could have hunted, 10 inches higher. He wouldn't be like that. Look at that neck.
And he's going to complain his neck hurts.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to open the door and he's going to fall out of the second story of the barn.
Can you reenact that clip with the guy with the Star Wars and the dog?
Could you believe I got flack over that?
Really?
Oh my God. People went crazy. I was making a joke. Jeez.
That's sensitive.
You can't make jokes anymore.
No.
Let's see. When can you could get this on by Thursday, the 21st. Oh man.
Close it down, Todd. Don't.
Shipping and handling included, so should be just that and tax.
It's a portable unit.
Yeah.
Don't let the FOMO get you.
Yeah. Now, if this was a Defender party Cade,
We'd all be ordering right now.
we will all be ordering that, even at $299, right? With the lit marquee, everything that we saw before, we would be all over this. But
how many party Cades do you have, Todd? 5?
Yes, I have 5 party Cades, and this would be number 6.
Is there a party Cade besides NBA Jam or Shaq Jam that you don't have? That they
the Centipede. Me and Jesse were talking behind the scenes. Centipede is the one that I wanted to try to get, and I missed an opportunity locally to get it for $150. They had 2 party Cades, and they were selling them for $125, $150, I think. So, Retro Lizards in the house. Good to see you here, brother. Yeah, I just think this is interesting that, we weren't talking about party Cades. Nobody was really saying much about them, and then they just kind of showed up out of nowhere. So
it's that time of year.
So if those 2 pop out of anywhere, what else could we see? What's the possibilities?
Party Cade and Counter Cade season. The closer we get to the holidays.
Exactly. We thought we were going to get this last year.
I think Gamer Fridge is trying to intimidate us here. Trying to get our hopes up, right? Or at least my hopes up. If anybody sees a party Cade, I better have it.
Okay, MG.
I didn't know you were looking for Centipede. I'm pretty sure I saw one on Marketplace not too long ago, and they were just trying to give it away. It was on there for a long time. I'm sure it's probably gone because now I know that you want one.
I want one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What a Marvel.
I guess we need to come up with a Discord. We're looking for this.
Yeah.
I guess
in search of.
Yeah. Use the group as a tool, right? Well, guys, that's all I had. Anything else you guys wanted to talk about arcades or anything before we go to our good friend, the bad guy, as we talk about Nintendo?
It's a rough night.
It's a rough night.
Been a long week. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You don't need to apologize, brother.
Wish we were more entertaining. And
Joel, you have been. I mean, this whole show's been about Ollie's and the dog from the Star Wars box.
That poor dog.
Say hello to the bad guy. So, dude, what's our game of the week, brother?
All right, so everybody knows about the Crash Dummies PSAs, right? I mean, if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, you saw them all over TV. So, strange thing about those is they caught on with kids. I think they maybe were sending the wrong message. People weren't getting their intended message and were just into the characters themselves. So licensings were sold off, rights were sold off, and they started making action figures, and those became hugely popular. So naturally, video games were released, and they made one for the NES. And I actually just looked it up right before the show. It was the third to last ever licensed NES game in North America. There was only 2 games that came out after this game. So you would think at this time they would have perfected every single thing you could possibly do on the system. This would be a top of the line game. Well, yeah, until you put it in and start playing it. It just completely falls short. Everything on it. I mean,
and this is the incredible Crash Dummies.
The incredible Crash Dummies. Yep. Yeah. Great license. Did not translate well at all. I don't know what they were trying to pull off on the NES, because if you go to the 16-bit, the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis, they're 2 completely different games than what we got on the NES. And yeah, for some reason the main character rides around on a unicycle. Imagine a Crash Dummy on a unicycle. I don't get it. The controls are so slippery. It's like the worst ice level you've ever played in a video game. You flop around back and forth.
I mean, I'm seeing the graphics just on the
Yeah, I mean, I've seen cutscene graphics in even the Batman game from 1989 had far better cutscene graphics than this.
Yeah, what year was this from again, Mike?
1994.
So did you say that this was the last?
The third to
NES
last. Yeah, there was only 2 games that were
It's
released
just
after
crazy. You don't think they made any of these games for NES?
And
Like,
he's
we were
literally
all-
on a unicycle.
This. He's on a freaking unicycle.
Wow.
It's so hard to control.
Did
That's all
anyone
we
ever
said
do
the whole
that-
time. Huh?
Did anyone ever do that crash dummy ride at Disney Epcot before they changed it to? It was Test Track. I don't know what it's called now.
No,
had the
I had no
crash
idea
dummy
there was
ride?
such a thing. What did you just sit in a car and they just rammed it into a wall at 70 miles an hour?
Well, you're reenacting
Crash dummy
the
simulator.
whole thing, but then they take you out and you go around the entire track like 60 miles an hour in like this convertible.
No.
When you think about it, though, why not a unicycle? If you're a crash dummy, it makes
mean,
sense. I mean,
But later
Might
in
as
the
well.
game, you get to play as the second character, and he doesn't have a unicycle. He just
He
runs
just walks around.
So it makes no sense. What the thought process behind the unicycle was? Look, this guy's he's killing it.
Huh.
It took me like 10 minutes to figure out what I was even supposed to do. You have some
maybe
sort
it's
of
just- maybe it's
a
just
bug
you, Mike.
sprayer. Well, I mean, it could be.
So you're on the second guy, but you're just walking around.
Yeah,
So what's the
so-
point? You're not even in a car?
No, and we didn't not make it very far, as you can probably guess. But I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he's
there's
not
any
even on
driving levels
anything
at
that
all
can
or not.
crash.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
think.
pretty.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
we-
you can crash.
I'm gonna see if we can.
At least in the
We
Super
We were all
Nintendo
knocking
version,
the unicycle.
the Super Nintendo, it's a side scroller platformer like this, but when you get hit, you lose a limb. And by the end of it, you're just a torso and a head, and you're bouncing around the screen, you know? Yeah, I think that might have just been okay. What do we got here? No, you're in a junkyard.
I mean, there's no cars.
No,
What's
Like-
the point?
that's exactly what they're known for. Yeah, for 1994. Wow, they could have done better. So that's it's a fairly cheap game. Usually the late releases are the expensive ones because nobody bought them. But yeah,
How do you beat this
one's-
boss? Oh, there finally.
Yeah, you have to shoot that little thing, drop the weight on his head as you're riding your unicycle.
Mike has this comment. Has anybody played this game? It's apparently a ROM hack, but I was just curious if anybody. Is this in your collection, Mike?
Elvira's Monster Party. No, I do have. There is a title called just Monster Party. I'm wondering if that's what he's referring to. Somebody made a hack of it and put Elvira into it. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, Joel knows a lot about this. There's tons of hacks of NES games. One of the funniest ones I found, because on my emulator, for some reason, a lot of these hacks were included. There's a game called A Boy in His Blob. Well, somebody made a hack of it and renamed it, and it's called Stone Cold 316 in His Blob. And it's they've replaced the boy with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's just running around with his blob, feeding it jelly beans. So yeah, there's some pretty interesting hacks out there.
I like NES hacks, but I'm more into the ones that they've taken to the next level that are available on cartridge.
Yeah,
I like
Right.
kind of collecting those ones that are.
yeah, a
It's
lot
kind
of
of
them aren't in
obscure.
cartridge form, probably.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of piques my interest because we're here in the Halloween season, so I thought I would let's take a look at this. It doesn't leave mine to the imagination, does it?
Nope. So I don't think this is a game I'm really that familiar with. Oh wait, no, yeah, I am. I've played this.
You have?
Not the Elvira version, though.
It's not whatever has gotten.
Hot Rangus, if he's still in the crowd, he would know if we played it or not. We get a few drinks into the night, and I get a little carried away sometimes. Was that Elvira then?
Yeah,
I mean, why, right? Just because, I guess. Because they can.
because they can. Yep, that's Monster Party. Only 5 people today. Yep, we had a couple guys that Multicade Matt, if you are just joining the show or whatnot, is traveling, so say a prayer for him for safe travels. And Chaotic has just had a busy week. He's getting ready for the upcoming Cleveland trip, which is in 9 days. So,
and he
I
has to
almost
bring
tapped
NFL.
out of this one tonight too, but I didn't want people to tune in and think that they had turned on the wrong program with there only being 4 guys on the screen. So I was like, we got to keep those numbers up. Jojo and I have been playing Yoshi's Woolly World on the Nintendo Wii. Just started it earlier this week, and he's been loving it. We just beat World 1.
I might need to find this game just to try it out. You know, it looks
Did
like
he
it's,
say if it comes in a cartridge? He didn't specify it, huh?
I don't believe he did. So definitely have to check that one out, especially
Yeah,
with
looks decent.
with the season coming on.
Yep.
So it's a great game, according. You guys doing some live streams there? Yeah, I think we're planning on at least doing one, right, Phil? Trying to do at least one group stream while we're all in the same room. So I'm looking forward to that. Just hanging out with you guys. I can't believe it's nine days away. Are y'all ready for it? Is it like? Have you done anything to get ready for it? You know,
other than call off Friday and Monday. I took an extra day, recovery. Feel like I'm going to need a day just to sleep.
What did you take off? The Tuesday?
No, it's Friday and Monday.
Friday and Monday.
We come back on Monday, don't we? Are you leaving Sunday, Mike?
I think so. I mean, that could be persuade.
I should have took off Tuesday because I'm leaving Monday. I think we're all pretty much leaving.
A few guys are leaving on
Monday.
Sunday, and a few of us are leaving on Monday. So, but I definitely thought Jock's were reminding us to pack your pack
my
your shirt.
Arcades Anonymous shirt just came
we gotta decide. Are we wearing the shirts? That's right. We have 2 shirts to wear. We have Stock Jocks and the AA. So we gotta coordinate. We're gonna be twinsies, right?
I've been working on stickering chips.
Yep. And guys, I got our
We got
bands.
some AA chip tokens that we're going to be handing out.
Yep. So if you see us in Cleveland, come to us. We've got some pretty cool wristbands that we had printed up. Go in the dark, right? They say Arcades Anonymous, CGC 2023. So I got 300 of them.
Kevin, I will. There'll be plenty of walk and talks, I promise. We'll get everybody.
The ultimate walk and talk.
And apparently an extra pair of underwear, right?
Yeah, we'll
Well,
have to
guys,
do maybe like a Saturday night show or something like that.
We got to figure out what we're going to be doing. Yeah.
We won't be playing any 4K at the 8K or the at game.
Yeah, that was a little disappointing. Right? That was a little disappointing to hear. But I still am looking forward to going to that booth.
At Games announced that the 4K stuff's not going to be ready, so they are not going to have it at.
Oh, that's what Carl was saying. I didn't hear what. Well, that stinks. I guess we'll check out the 3/4 scale New Wave then.
Yeah, we'll definitely be checking out a lot of things at the show, I'm sure. But
it's not 3/4 scale; it's 15/16.
15/16.
Yeah.
We'll check out the larger scale New Wave.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. Is At Games going to be there though?
Yeah, they're going to be there. Maybe they'll surprise us. You never know. I know that they said they weren't, but hopefully they will.
They're going to do a 19/16 scale. It's actually bigger. It's going to be bigger than an original.
So what's that? A 1 1/4 scale or?
So it looks like that they're going to be in Chicago in October, but I can't go back out after Cleveland. I don't. Holidays coming up and all that. So
Yeah,
you still bringing the off-road, Joel? Or you
I
still?
don't think the off-road's going to be making it. Wife said there's probably not enough room in the teardrop trailer.
For all of it, right?
Yeah, with the 2 kids and everything. I'll have to put some pictures up on the Discord of the trailer. It's basically a rolling twin bed.
There you go. It's a nice trailer, though. It really is.
It's expandable. Yeah, I've tried to utilize space as best as possible with everything that I have.
Still looking for the iArcade booth. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find it, or somebody's going to take over the space, right?
Maybe Arcade OneUp will surprise everybody, and you never know.
Never know until it happens, right?
What was the one that just came out for? Was it like Office Depot or whatever? That I don't know. What was that arcade cabinet called? That P-Dubs was showing it just a couple weeks ago or something. I can't remember. It was
What, Office Max or
yeah, something like that. Just
Office
some
Depot.
random. It was on some random, or no, it was GameStop. That's what it was. GameStop cabinet that they had on there.
Oh, that's arcade.
It looked like super cheap.
Yeah.
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 Has anyone
That's
ever
so-
bought a cabinet from GameStop?
No.
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 GameStop and Target, I think, are the only 2 places I have not purchased from.
Yeah,
I'd
most
love
of
to
my
support them, but they're just I don't know. They're just so terrible with. They have it
Yeah.
worked out just perfectly. Like if you're a member or whatever, you're supposed to get like the $5 off or to be able to use every month, but you can't get free shipping unless you spend. I don't remember what it is. It's like you got to spend like $60 in order to get free shipping, and all their games are like $60, but then you apply that $5 coupon and it puts you below the threshold, and then you got to pay $7 for shipping. So you got to buy at least like 2 or 3 things while you're there in order to get. It's just everybody should offer free shipping nowadays. Work it into your price.
It should be because nobody wants to pay it.
yeah, no doubt.
When they had Golden Axe for $349, GameStop. That was that early spring.
Mm-hmm.
That was. I still regret passing on that one. I think I bought Fast and Furious or something, and that's why I couldn't do it. $349. Like we have not seen it that low since.
Yeah.
I will say this: it is a really, really nice cabinet, but the fact that it's not online, that hurts it.
I haven't fired up my Golden Axe in a long time.
I mean, I turn it on when I turn everything on, and every once in a while I'll jump on it or
Yeah.
Shinobi or something, but it would be
That's what it
so
was
much
called.
more
The
fun.
Is that what it's called? The Iconic Cab from GameStop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to buy new games from GameStop. You don't want to take that gamble of buying used games because you never know if you're going to get a case with it or artwork or just some facts printed off on a piece of paper that's stuck in your case.
No. MK1, is anybody going to buy that? I know that Saiyan Spirits got his today. He was showing it off in the Discord.
He got his early too, right?
Yeah, he did. Yep. Is anybody else going to pick up the MK1? No, not on your radar
Only because I don't have a PS5 yet.
Yeah,
yet.
Yeah. There's this new. There's a couple games on the horizon that I'm gonna have to get it. The new RoboCop. Has anybody seen his new?
Yes,
RoboCop game?
I've been waiting for that.
Yeah. That I think there's a Spider-Man game and South Park. There's a bunch of them that.
Yeah,
It's inevitable.
yeah, RoboCop. I really want.
Yes. I'm pretty sure Peter Weller's the voice of RoboCop too.
Is he
If I'm
really?
not
Yeah.
mistaken. I think so. Or somebody that sounds just like him.
Don't
I
play
mean,
it full
it
price.
really looks good.
Yeah, it really does.
Good words of advice, Gamer Fridge.
He was saying something. He bought a TV on Amazon and they had him pick it up at Best Buy.
I was confused.
That's weird.
That is very weird. Very, very weird. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. I'm sorry that we talked for an hour and 16 minutes, but, you know, I just love hanging out with you guys. I don't care what we talk about. You know what I mean?
For no big news this last week, we had a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I mean,
We stretched it out at least. That's for sure.
Thank you for watching us for an hour and 16 minutes, everybody. We appreciate you. And next week, we're going to be back before Cleveland. Anything we're going to do special, maybe? I don't know. No?
it might just
see.
maybe a Cleveland show, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about Cleveland, maybe what we're going to do. Finally stomp out some plans and know exactly what we're going to do. So the Ollie's cast, I guess we're the Ollie's cast now, huh?
Trying to get that sponsorship, you know.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
take it.
Hey, if we get free calves, we'll do Ollie's all day long,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Well, guys, always a pleasure to hang out with y'all. I'm looking forward to next week before we go to Cleveland and then getting to hang out with you guys in actual Cleveland. And then Bobby shows up last minute.
Bobby.
Wait, I mean, Bobby, come on, man.
You want he's still clean. He's in the shower.
I was looking for y'all, chat. I'm glad Bobby and Zohar came in.
Yep, right as we were wrapping up.
We're wrapping up.
Well, guys, had a great show tonight. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all hope everyone has a great weekend. Or, well, yeah, weekend. I don't even know where I'm at, right?
Yeah, weekend will be here
Close.
before you know it, right?
What? I don't even know. I
We're
don't
over
even
the
know
hump.
anymore. Oh, God.
Hey, Mike.
Let me find this
Mikey.
button and end this.
Mike. You know what day it is?
No, what am I missing?
It's hump day.
Oh God.
Oh, man. Okay, we're ending this. Guys, have a great week. We'll see y'all
Thanks
next
for watching, everybody.
Thanks,
Have a good
everybody.
night.
Later.